Hello, everybody. How are you? This is Lynn Baribault of Clearing Path, and we are at day 21 of the 21-day challenge of insights and wisdom from spirit. And I'm celebrating because I'm quite happy that I've actually done my 21 days that I had set out to do. And I know that when my girls were growing up and I was, they were trying different activities and all that, I would always say, we start, we finish. Even if you don't like it, we finish because it's important to finish. And some activities, oh, they finished, like, oh, let's do more. And others, it's like, oh my gosh, it's finally done. Can we never do that again? And so we learned a lot about who we were and what we liked and what obviously we didn't like. And so this 21-day challenge, I've been tossing with that idea for years, I will say. And I never dared to do it because I was always afraid that I wouldn't have the energy. I couldn't show up. I didn't have enough to say. Um, Thought that I would look maybe like an idiot or not sure where, I would stand facing the camera because it's not easy to just get up and set it up and go and trust that it is reaching others as it should reach others for whom this resonates with. And but first and foremost, my goal was to do it for myself because I had wanted to do this for so long that I can now feel, okay, I did it. Let's take the good parts of it where I showed up, had sufficient material, spirit was certainly there for the meditation and just encouraging me to continue. Was it difficult some days? Yes, very much so. There's some days I had migraines, like, no, I apologize, I can't do it. And I thank you for your beautiful comments, words of encouragement, and feel better, Lynn. That was very sweet and very much appreciated. Yeah. And so, you know what? When you set out something, try not to have it set in such a tight and rigid way of how you expect it to end or to proceed, so that you are a little bit more open to flow to whatever happens in your life. Because some days we feel great, we can do it, there's not an issue. Other days might come and go, ooh, okay, nope. And when I show up, I want to be authentic. I want to have the energy to channel spirit and share what I hear, what I see, what I feel, and just make sure that it is good quality for you. I've certainly learned a lot more about doing live videos. And yesterday was a beautiful, beautiful meditation. And so, sorry, I just clicked my nail and it hurt and I just jerked. So yeah, you don't do that in a 21-day. But hey, if you are human and you just go with the flow, well, sometimes you have little shocks. But I think really that in encouraging each other to show up, even though the videos might not be perfect, the thumbnails, I don't know what even they're called. When you stop the video and it's like that's the figure. I still have to figure that out on my YouTube channel, how to correct that so that it's part of the video, but not, looking in a funny way as some of the more beginner ones were. And I'm just really thrilled that this is my 21st day and I've achieved what I wanted to achieve from a long time ago. Now, where did that desire come from? And I'm just thinking, where would that have come from that I wanted to show up? part of it was that I've seen some well-known people, individuals who work in the healing world, and they would show up and they would show up and they would show up. And I'm going, ooh, I admire that. I don't know if I'll have the stamina, debating with myself if I could or not, right? Because going in front of the camera is not something that I'm more comfortable with it now, but it's not something that I was really comfortable at that time. And so the idea kind of progressed and progressed. And I just thought, nope, February 2026 sounds like a good day to start. Did I have a plan laid out as to exactly what we were going to talk every day? No, I did not. And part of that is working with spirit, where they can give you a plan, but they can also choose to give you a plan at the last minute. It's like when I do my radio show. My radio show is once a month on the third Wednesday with News for the Soul. And the name of my radio show is Seeds of Wisdom. And the few days before my radio show, I go, okay, Spirit, please give me a theme. And so usually the day before they give me the theme, or 2 days before if it's a day where I work earlier in the week at the schools. And so then I write for, on that theme, I kind of write for I can speak for about 15 minutes. And then we have live callers or emails sent in with different questions from all over the world. And it's, at the beginning, I would just write like the full hour show, because I thought, oh, what if nobody shows up? What if nobody shows up? And now that I've been doing the show for a bit more than a year and a half, I guess. A year and a half. I really feel confident that just by doing the 15, 20 minutes of blah, blah, blah on that theme, then I know we will have questions, we will have live callers, we will have emails, so that we can actually share, or I can share what Spirit is saying. And when people call in, I always say, hello, welcome. What's your name? Where are you from? What's your question? And the last time I had somebody from the UK, I had somebody from Australia, quite a few from Ontario, which was lovely, and a few from the States as well in the last few shows. So it's really quite cool how the word is spreading of who I am and what I do. And so I'm truly honored and grateful. Okay, so today I thought, which deck are we using? And I just saw this Sharon N. Klinger and Sandra N. Taylor, and it is the Akashic Tarot. And being a tarot deck, it's a little different than being an oracle card deck, because a tarot deck always has 78 cards. And you have the major arcana, and you have the minor. I was going to say the lower, and I'm going, no, the minor arcana. And depending on what cards shows up, if you have a lot of like a spread of the cards with a lot of major arcana, there's a lot of big moments happening in your life. When minor arcana show up, it's usually that there's steps or transitions and more steps towards something. And if you've never played with tarot, it's a lot of fun. I have a few tarot decks. I have one that is a round tarot deck, and I've had it from when I was living in Southeast Asia. I ordered it from a friend's mother who was visiting, who picked it up. And I still have it. It's a round tarot deck. It's called the Mother Peace Tarot Deck. And once in a while, I'll pull my tarot deck and pull my cards and see. So there's a lot of ways of using cards. Cards are tools. You are the magician behind the tool, right? And so by even deciding that you buy a deck Buy a deck that resonates with you. You see it, you go, ooh, I love this deck. I don't know why I love this deck, but I love this deck. Then that's the one you pick up. And then when you open it, you really have to kind of put it in the sun or put it in the window with a nice crystal, maybe a clear quartz like this one. Or maybe you have a little selenite egg like this one. Or even a beautiful tower of rose quartz. And then just let it sit for a few days until it clears. Because in building a tarot deck, somebody designed the cards, somebody manufactured the cards, the box, the guidebook, right? And there's a lot of somebody packaged them, somebody mailed them to you. So there's many, many different hands that have played with this new deck that you have purchased. And so it's always really good to kind of do a little cleansing of that. Some people choose to smudge it with different herbs and, just under the cards. Obviously, you don't want to start a fire with your new cards. And then once you have it, I sleep with my decks, the newer decks. I kind of sleep with them once they're cleared. Then I sleep with them for a little, like on my side table. Obviously, I don't sleep with them in my bed, but for a few days, for a week, sometimes, just, before I start playing with them. And then when I've decided, okay, let's play with them, then I always kind of like knock it 3 times. And when you knock it 3 times, it kind of brings the deck into focus and kind of sets aside what was previously pulled. Some of the decks that are mine, like that I use only for myself, I don't need to do that because they're just for myself. But once in a while, you'll feel, my deck's a little yucky. Tap it, smudge it, put it in the sunshine with a nice clear quartz, rose quartz, or selenite, and voila, you will have a new deck. And so, questions today that we want to ask. Okay, where are we at? Where are we going? Okay, so where are we at? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I pulled 3 cards that just came out. So those are the cards that you take. If you have like jumper cards, those are the ones you take. Okay, so the first card that I pulled is the Willow. And look at this beautiful, beautiful energy emanating from the card. And willow trees are magical, absolutely magical and majestic because they can be so, so, so tall. And they have to grow near water. So there's this element of water, there's this element of flow, right? There's this element that, ooh, maybe I feel sad. I sit by the willow, but then it's close to water. So the water can take my sadness away and let it go. And there's a Chinese proverb that I've known since I wasn't old when I read it. And I can't remember the exact words, but if you sit by the river and give them your sorrow, then give them your sorrow and go. If you sit by the river, give them your sorrow, and you sit too long by the river, you will get other people's sorrow and you will feel worse. And so the lesson in that beautiful proverb is sit, go do what you need to go, pick yourself up, keep going. And so the willow here brings so much calmness to your life, bring peace, bring light. And yesterday in the meditation, we met with George, and he told us how we can recalibrate our frequencies. And so I will post it on YouTube as well, but it's posted in one spot because I was having technical difficulties yesterday. First card is the Willow. The second card is clearing the way. Clearing the way. So you have an obstacle in the way, and you're kind of stuck at the obstacle going, okay, I have an obstacle. I need to figure out a plan to either you can go on top of the obstacle, you can go around, you can dig under, you can do there are many ways to go through an obstacle, right? You can chop it too, which is very drastic. And then you can get to the clearing. The clearing is at the end of the road, and that is where you are going. And so perhaps in your life right now, this month, last month, you were having some difficulties, some obstacles, and it was just kind of hitting the same wall. And so now is the time to decide how you will clear the way. First of all, what is the obstacle? Is it really an obstacle that is yours to resolve, or does it belong to somebody else and you can just walk away because it's not yours, right? Sometimes we don't mind our own business. Or is it an obstacle that is yours that you've been carrying for so long? It is time to clear it. And so think of a way you can clear that obstacle. Don't think about convoluted ways. Think about a simple way. There's usually very simple ways of clearing obstacles in our lives. Sometimes, yeah, we got to work on them for sure. Sometimes talking to friends help. Sometimes talking to different people help. Sometimes pulling cards will help you guide your way. Oh, this is a step I should do. And so this is the second card. And the third card is the garden. So once you have cleared the way, you may do it looks like he's kind of doing some body movements, such as like maybe Tai Chi or stretching or something like that. And this young woman is taking the time to smell the garden, smell the roses, smell the flowers, look at all the beautiful roses and flowers. And then there's a beautiful bench where you can sit and be at peace. And it looks like a little bit of a sunny day. And interesting. In the background, I don't know if you can see them. In the background, it looks like there's figures, like faces. And so I'm imagining that these would be the spirit of the trees, spirit of the plants, spirit of the woods beyond, acknowledging and witnessing your peace, your well-earned peace. And so these are the three cards for today. And actually I brought, because it's my last day, and we are at 18, so I'll aim for 20. I'm just going to pull a deck from this card, a card from this deck, and it is the Channeling JT Oracle deck. Yep. So it's wisdom from the other side of life. So this is a mother who lost her son, JT, and in collaboration, the two together, she's a channeler, they came up with these cards. And so as we are on our way forward, as we are closing, these cards are hard to shuffle today, closing the container of this beautiful 21 day. Cards are everywhere. Let me tap them and see if that helps. That does help. And we have a jumper. Oh, okay. That's a card for me. Okay, so the first card here is past lives. So our past lives do Some of us are able to go, oh, I did that in a past life, I'm sure. Or you'll meet someone and you'll think, I know this person. I don't know why I know this person, but I know this person. And sometimes it's connection to a past life that you have known this person and they have shown up with for you and with you again. Here, the past lives is she's kind of looking at time. Time has gone by, and she's kind of shaking the time, going, yeah, okay, time to clear away what we don't need. Some of the past lives were beautiful, others were absolutely horrendous. So maybe it's time to think about your past lives being in the container, regardless of the fact if you know them or not. But imagine and ask for all your past lives to be between your hands in the container and go, okay, shaking it out, shaking. Whatever doesn't serve me anymore, I let go of. And then you keep shaking until you're ready to just go, oh, okay, these are my skills. These are my moments. This is my joy. This is my power. They belong to me. And right now, I acknowledge those and I take them with me. And the last card that pops out is for me. It is the teacher card. And I love teaching. And so I will be inviting you to join me for workshops, possibly online, possibly in my house. I'm not quite sure, or at a different space. Not quite sure yet. Let me know what you would like to learn about and what I can teach you. And so I remain a teacher, and I hope that the wisdom and insights that have imparted you with through these 21 days has been useful to your heart, has made your brain think and expand, and has given you clues as to how you as well can walk with spirit. And so thank you so much. And I will see you on the other side.